Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a comparison between these two beautiful borderless decks. We're talking the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck and the Borderless Edition Smith-Waite Tarot deck. So I think these are two of the most popular borderless Rider-Waite decks there are out there. I hope I'm not mistaken. And I have purchased it. I have purchased the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck last November, if I'm not mistaken, and I've been using it quite a bit, so I do have some feedback when it comes to this deck. However, the Borderless Smith-Waite Tarot deck has been acquired this week, so very recently, and I've been admiring it. However, I haven't used it, so I might not be able to provide a lot of feedback right now. From the top of my head, I can tell one of the biggest differences between these two decks. First of all, of course, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck was made by Lo Scarabeo, and it comes in a sturdy box. And the Smith-Waite Borderless Tarot deck is made by the US Games, and it comes in, very normal box. Not so sturdy, but good for traveling, if you ask me. Okay, so these are the packages. Okay, if I can call them packages. I will put them right here, and here you can see the decks. Okay, so they're quite similar in size. The backs are different, and as you can see, the borderless is a bit wider than the Radiant. However, they do have the same length, so this is just a bit wider. Okay, and another difference, look at that. The Radiant Wise Tarot is so glossy. So I know it looks good on Instagram, and I fell in love with it after watching a few photographs that have been taken and published on the World Wide Web, and they look so amazing. However, when it comes to videos, you really need to be careful with the lighting, because they reflect quite a lot and it can be quite upsetting. So okay, and when it comes to the finish, look at that, right? I mean, of course, still reflecting a bit. However, it does not compare to this one, right? Okay, now cardstock, wonderful. This one feels a bit more plasticky, the Borderless Edition, but it shuffles greatly. This one, as you can see, is thicker, a bit thicker. And, I feel the cards from the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot are a bit more vulnerable to being damaged, just because I feel, they have this very glossy layer, and I feel that if you enjoy rifle shuffling, you might affect the corners and it will eventually peel. The whole glossy layer will peel. That's why I take extra care when I handle them. All right, but these ones are a bit more plasticky. They're bend, they bend well, and they don't seem to peel off or something. Of course, these haven't either, but it depends on how you shuffle them. I always shuffle these very carefully. Okay, now I will do a full comparison of all of the cards. Some differences that I have seen. First of all, let me begin by saying that these are great for beginners, whether you choose the Radiant or the Borderless Smith-Waite. Don't worry about it. All the symbols are there. You know, you don't have to worry about not learning tarot or not being able to learn the tarot from these cards. They are both great for beginners. But I do feel that, you know, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck has bolder colors. And you might disagree just because we have here, you know, the Fool from the Borderless edition, and you might think, come on, this is brighter than this. Well, if we look at the other cards, you will see that, you know, the Radiant Wise Spirit has a lot of stronger, brighter colors, brighter in intensity, just because I believe that it does have a bit of a great shadowing, and I love the fact that it is a lot darker than any other Rider-Waite deck that I have used or seen before. So you will see some very bold, strong lines. Some cards look 3D, but you know, I just love them. And you might see some spots in the backgrounds. You know, if you look carefully here, you could see something, a spot. It looks a bit dark. You know, it's from the printing. That's how they printed the cards, and don't worry about it. You know, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck has like the bad boy vibe, and I love that about it. You know, it's perfect, and I wouldn't change it. However, when it comes to the Borderless, you know, Smith-Waite, the yellows are bright. However, the rest of the colors are a bit muted, and it has a bit of a vintage, you know, feel to it. They look aged, and you might see some spots in the sky as well, but, you know, they have like an aged feeling. They look very good, and they shuffle great. So whichever deck you choose, believe me, you have done a wonderful decision. They're both absolutely stunning decks. All right, now, let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't know how to do this because I want you to see the difference. Okay, so we have the Fool, Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice. See what I'm talking about? Some very bold lines. Look at that, Hanged Man, right? Aged, vintage, and, you know, like bride, and I don't know, a bit smudgy. Hanged Man. Death, Temperance, Devil, Tower, Star, Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the world. Look at that. Ace of Wands. How different is that when it comes to colors? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, one of my favorite Queens of Wands right here. I think she is absolutely beautiful. This one is as well, but look at that. Delicious Queen of Wands. King of Wands. And we're moving on to the swords. Ace. 2. 3. And look at this one. It's almost 3D. It's amazing if you ask me. A very intense, powerful 3 of Swords. I love it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the black is so deep. This one, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, even if you're using them, during daytime, the dark is absolutely intense. It's so black. It's beautiful. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. King. Ace of Cups. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. One of my favorite 10s, by the way. Page of Cups. Knight. Queen. King. Ace of Pentacles. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 'Page, 'Knight, 'Queen, and lastly, the King of Pentacles. All right, this was the full comparison. Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot on the left, Borderless Edition Smith-Waite Tarot deck. I love them both. I would rebuy both of them, and I encourage you to do the same. If you love borderless decks, I highly recommend both of them. They're quite stunning. But you can always provide some impressions of your own in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.